Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the gold, silver and palladium. We're gonna see the gold starting with our channeling here, where we are still and the same area, I would say, or position for our price here regarding the acceleration channel. We're still below the middle line and we didn't saw any breaking out, of course, towards the upside yet, despite that a move has been given, impulsive one on the micro level. We're gonna see it, of course, much more closer, but I would say in a macro level we're still not yet ready, I would say, totally to say that we are very bullish yet, because of course we still need a confirmation. Despite that we have an impulse, don't forget that this can still be a zigzag before we drop down again. And we are currently in a 1 2 3 4 5 finished wave 3. We're looking here for a potential wave 4 that it can still range in sideways, or it can be a deeper 3 waves toward the downside in case we are looking for a large wave 4. Now, in case we are looking for the smaller one, where we hit already our red zone target here, where we might be looking at a wave 4 alternating exactly this short wave 2 and shallow, which is looking perfect as alternation so far. Now, I already mentioned that this can be, of course, kind of like an ABC, but the problem is that the wave C is not looking perfect yet. And despite that we are looking for a new low, I don't see a proper finish here as a wave C, as a structure. So something else is definitely unfolding on the micro level here. And we're not yet confirmed that we are totally bullish, because anyway, I'm looking for it, but I'm looking for a structure to be finished very nicely or properly to be counted as a wave C here, unless this is an ABC so far, and it looks like a W, X, and a Y here. And that means in case that this is a W, X, and a Y, can be a wave A, can have a wave B later on, which is bullish as well. Of course, you might be looking for higher, and then having a wave C later on, and then pushing for higher again, meaning the larger wave 4 that we mentioned already in the beginning might be unfolding. So basically, I would say the micro level will decide what's going on inside this area here. We would like to see, of course, something much more clearer than this, because what I'm saying here is that it is unfinished impulse toward the downside. Plus, despite this move toward the upside, which of course it has been based on the news and on the peace agreement, which is basically still fake probably, and we might still be looking for something for lower sooner or later. So we cannot really rely on this, especially that we didn't took the invalidation of bearish yet. Now, I know that this looks impulsive. It looks like an impulse and finished, and we might be in an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. But basically, both scenarios can be something to push towards the upside at the end. But the problem again with this structure there, where you have a double 1 2, and of course, in case you are looking here at an ending diagonal, the wave 5 is definitely longer than the wave 3, which is not allowed. Plus, you have to consider then an expanding diagonal, which is very rare case scenario. And then, of course, leaving us here in a very uncertainty yet between bullish and bearish. But don't forget that the price is still below the invalidation of bearish. By all means, if we are here in double 1 2, and this is your wave 3, wave 4 is not invalidated yet, and that means this can still turn into something as W, X, and Y. This move towards the upside, meaning like several zigzag internally, and then we push again suddenly for a wave 5 toward the downside, and that because we did not took a confirmation yet at 4,433. So that means, yeah, we still under pressure here of selling because of this 1 2 3 there, 4 and a 5, that it might still get the 3,900, guys. If we dive a little bit inside it now, of course, this can be an impulse 1 2 3 4 5, but don't forget that also here, after having 3 waves up, yeah, this doesn't mean, of course, that we are looking for something impulsive yet, because in this case you are looking for a zigzag ABC, very shallow wave B. You didn't took the 0.38, which is the minimum requirement for a wave 2. Therefore, I'm still looking right now in any case scenario to the $4,234 here for a wave to A, B, and a C expanding flat and to be taken, of course, from there. We'll see the reaction. If we get a signal of strength, 5 waves up, 3 waves down, continuation, then okay, we might be in a wave 2 or also a wave B as well. Target that it can be here, at least if we get a wave B, of course it might be shorter there. If we get the 0.38, that means a $4,600 can be next as an A, B, and a C expanding flat for wave B. But we gotta be careful again. It can be something as a W, X, and a Y, by all means, like kind of like a W zigzag. You got an X here, A, B, also as an expanding flat, wave C there, finishing wave Y, and then pushing toward the downside again. Of course, if we don't take the invalidation. Yeah, so the invalidation is our key level to be watched, meaning the 4,433 is a confirmation, of course, for something bullish. If the price will stay ranging under it, then yeah, there is a risk to come back, of course, to 3,925 and probably 3,000, even 800 can be very likely. So yeah, we have to watch, of course, what's going to happen. Of course, the things are not yet very easy in the market, and we need to be safe, guys, and to trade safe as well. So basically, right now for silver, we're gonna see as well what's going on here. So for silver, we are still ranging here in this area, but above the base channel. Well, I'm not surprised. I mentioned that the price might always hit this base channel and reject again. In this case, you have to be careful from the triangle unfolding here, which it can be an A, B, C, D, and an E. Again, of course, hitting the base channel with a wave E before we push a very, very high in a wave 5. Now, I'm looking as well for several potential scenarios, which it can be also an ABC there, meaning it's an unfinished wave C that it still can get the 0.5, $58, because you need a structure. Yeah, you need a structure to be finished, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, on the micro level, of course, we still not yet finished, and potentially that we can get back, of course, to the $58 0.5 Fibonacci level after double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to be expected here for the future, guys. Now, if we dive inside it on the 1 hour chart, we can see that also after the signal of strength, which is given here a clear impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, that means it can be an A, B, and a C, where, of course, in case a wave B is very shallow, but obviously that our target as a wave 2 here, minimum target 0.38, is unfolding right now on the lower time frame as an expanding flat, where we have 3 waves down and then 3 waves up here, where you have ABC, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 internally to hit the $67 as a wave 2 in this case. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be very bullish. We can call something like a new all-time high might be unfolding, but of course after breaking the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning we want to break a zigzag possibility, which plays a perfect role here for a wave D, actually, in the triangle. Let me show you what I mean with it. Meaning if we get an ABC zigzag here, A, B, and a C, 1-to-1, $77, it might be your A, B, C, D, and a wave E again, within the base channel again, as we saw, of course, in the beginning of this analysis here for the silver, that it can hit the base channel, finishing wave E and then pushing toward the upside. By all means, as a conclusion for the silver, I'm still looking for the $67 in any case scenario, of whether it is a wave B or a wave 2. And then we'll see, of course, if something as the strength will build up from there. But in case that we continue toward the downside, don't forget that we are very close to the invalidation here at $72 for the silver. The invalidation meaning the impulse where you might have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5, that it can still be, of course, looking for the $57 here as a deeper wave C. Let me explain also deeper wave C, meaning a 3 waves down, A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, taking the low and then pushing toward the upside. So this is the same in confluence as well with the gold. So we'll see if this is going to happen. And of course, that means currently we still under the invalidation of the bearish. We didn't took it. We still there. There is a pressure of selling from here at $72. Only if it is taken, that means, okay, things are confirmed that we are pushing for higher, at least for 77 in an ABC zigzag. Yep, so this is regarding silver. Finally, we're gonna see palladium. For palladium, we are looking also at our two scenarios, which are also bullish bulls, I would say. If we are in double 1-2 here, you're looking for a massive wave 3 hitting the 5K at 1.618 here. If you want to see, of course, 1-2-1-2, wave 3, 4, 5, F4, and F5 to hit the 5K, very psychological number. Another one is an ABC finished zigzag in a wave A in the blue count, ABC expanding flat for a wave B, another wave C meaning a large ABC here to hit the 4K, another psychological number as well, but this time it's gonna be kind of like a smaller wave 4 and a 5 in a double 4 and a 5 because you have double 1-2 for this wave C. Now our target 0.618, 0.786 the perfect fib levels for a wave 2 has been hit exactly as expected. And of course, if we dive a little bit much more deeper on the 1 hour chart, we can see also a signal of strength as expected from this blue box has to be given, and it is given in double 1-2, wave 3 and wave 4. Obviously this is some corrective waves unfolding there, but basically what I would like to change here is that this is a finished wave 5, by the way, because it is an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 there. So your wave 5 is finished, meaning wave 3 also here is finished, and we're looking for a second wave 4 and a 5 because you have a double 1-2 here. You're expecting 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, meaning the next target for palladium might be, in case that this wave 5 is going to unfold sooner or later, this might be your target there between the 1437, 1404. Don't forget that also when you have double wave 2 and double wave 4 and a 5, the wave 4, the second one, comes back and hit, of course, the same area for a wave 4 there, which is the previous one, meaning I'm looking, of course, almost for the same range here. And obviously this is corrective, and yeah, we might push for higher sooner or later, so be careful. We might test this area, and then we need, of course, a signal of strength, and then hitting the 1437 after all. Don't forget, you need to finish the structure for an A, B, and a C 15-minute chart. The wave C is not yet done, and we might be here also in something as a double 1-2, and then can be even wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 before we push toward the upside, meaning 0.38 can be very likely here. In case this happens, that means $1,288 might be very, very likely as well for palladium before we push for a wave at 5. That was it for the metals, gold, silver, and palladium. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.